Hello, I'm Matthew Malcolm with American Vineyard Magazine, reporting to you from the 107th annual meeting of Sun-Maid. We're here in downtown Fresno. Great meeting, and the theme was a brand new Sun-Maid. You talked a little about the actual brand has been adjusted a little bit. What does this mean for Sun-Maid, moving into the future? You mentioned that you were the only brand that actually showed growth this year in the whole dried fruit category.
Yep. We're really trying to make sure that our growers understand what we're doing with the business, which is a drastic change to kind of the historical strategy. So we are investing on appealing to today's millennial parents, and we've been very successful over the past year of increasing household usage, increasing penetration, getting new users coming into the category or into the brand based on the new products that we've put out. So really highlighting for everyone what it is we've been doing. And the questions that come our way is, we're investing, what is that going to lead to? What are we looking for in the long run? And we try to articulate some of that a bit for them today as well on how we want to address our core raisin business, or what I refer to as our red box business. Then you get into our category adjacencies, and then ultimately we'll be looking at acquisitions to start broadening our portfolio, so that for Sun-Maid and its growers, it's not always just going to be about the raisin. There's a way that we can leverage our brand strength and our brand equity, both financially and from a consumer perspective, that will allow us to develop different income streams that can help mitigate some of the volatility that we see within just the raisin commodity itself.
Right, the dried fruit and stuff in general, the rising generation hasn't been as popular, and you guys have been working hard to kind of turn things around there. What are some of the examples of what you guys are doing?
Yeah, we've got a lot of really good stuff. So you'll see this past year, there was multiple TV commercials on the core business, the red box business, and that was really nostalgic and nostalgia focused. So we were reminding people of the emotional connection they have with our brand. And then you see we evolve into the spots for the fall, or the new commercials for the back to school time frame, and that supported our new sour fruit snack product line. And that product was the blend of the emotion of Sun-Maid, but also we start talking about those product benefits. And you'll see more of that as we continue to evolve our communications. But some really exciting things. We had great response rates on social influencers on all the platforms between Instagram, Facebook, etc. We've got right now actually running in New York, Times Square, on the NASDAQ board. You will see Sun-Maid running almost through Christmas. You'll see our commercials, which is something that we've never done before. You're going to see a new spot that's going to come out right at the turn of the year. That's going to focus on, and you saw that today, on the portfolio of snacking solutions that we can offer a family on the whole. So it really starts highlighting our entire product assortment, versus one product at a time. So a lot of those things have started really driving for us. The other one I would say, very interesting, people are familiar with the term cord cutters. Those people who aren't buying cable TV or regular TV anymore, they're using Amazon and Hulu and different types of streaming formats. Online video is one that you could see we've been really leaning in heavy there, and you'd be amazed at the penetration rates we've been able to get with today's consumers. So we're pretty excited about where we're going.
You also mentioned Six Flags. You guys have a presence there.
Yeah, if you go down to Six Flags, particularly the one down here, Magic Mountain, we are the partner for healthy snacking with Six Flags right now. And so you come into the park, you're going to get your picture taken. That's going to be Sun-Maid branded. You're going to be able to buy the product in their stores. You're going to be able, when you're in line, you're going to see Sun-Maid commercials, all of them, rotating through. And that includes even some of our digital applications as well, which are kind of 6-second snippets, in addition to what you'd see on TV and the 30-second commercials. Now when you leave, you're going to get a sample of the product, you're going to get a coupon, and we're going to really keep reminding people. So it's a really nice partnership that we have with them.
That's great. Now, marketing does take a while to really have a good impact. We're coming on to 2020. We've got about 400,000 ton inventory. That's going to take some time to really whittle down. So what thoughts do you have as far as that goes for, an outlook for the future?
Yep. I think to manage the inventory solution, Sun-Maid is going to grow and push hard on the retail sector, but ultimately that's only a third of our tonnage that's impacted by that, and we're dominant in that sector, but there's also private label and there's also other offerings that other packers participate in. So we will do what we can to drive that, because we're going to keep marketing, getting the product for consumers to buy. The one element, and then in parallel to that, The 2/3 of the rest of the business is bulk and ingredient, which is done between a domestic group of customers and an international group of customers. And so domestically, what we're trying to champion and work with the industry on is how we start thinking about a generic marketing program that makes our ingredient customers want to develop products with the raisin. And in order to do that, we need to be telling consumers about the health benefits and what's exciting about the raisin and why it's good for them, and really focus on that messaging and work with other brands that are traditionally ingredient customers of this industry to maybe help them support that and get them excited about doing it. And then on the export side, it's really about the industry working together to understand how we can reconsider how we penetrate other markets across the world. So Sun-Maid as a brand is sold in over 55 countries across the world. You'll find it obviously globally at retail shelves. From a bulk and ingredient perspective, it's probably about the same number, to be fair. And the rest of the industry also plays in a lot of different regions in the world. But lately, in the past few years, the big challenge with the high amount of pricing volatility that we've had, that has priced us out of the export market. So the other origins have been able to take market share from the U.S. And so as an industry, we need to come together and talk about how do we start getting that back? How do we start defining and differentiating our product versus other origins?
Well, thank you, Harry. We appreciate all that Sun-Maid is doing to help, be part of the industry and lead and it's going to take some time, but to really get through, we've had kind of a tough year, but we look forward to some great prospects in the future. Especially, we've got a new guy at the California Raisin Marketing Board, and I think from the industry standpoint as a whole and with Sun-Maid, a lot of positive things for the future. Read more about these things in American Vineyard Magazine. I'm Matthew Malcolm, CaliforniaAgNet.com.